Alright, so by the time you're watching this video, the last part of the map event has come out. Let me know if you do want me to make a video on this. I'm just a bit indifferent about making these types of videos. I'd rather just stream it sometimes, so let me know on that topic. Now, we have a lot of stuff coming Friday in the JJK community in general, including JP, so we're going to go through all of that good stuff today, but I do want to announce that I will be streaming everything coming on Friday. So Friday morning, essentially, for me, it's at 12:45. Well, 1 a.m., but 12:45 is when I'm streaming. But at 1 a.m. EST is when this update will be coming out in both versions. And I will be doing the same thing, giving away accounts. I'm going to be choosing the video account live on stream for the Itadori account, right? That's when I'm going to be choosing it. And then I'm going to do Gojo giveaway accounts for probably stream only. We will see. But yeah, I'm going to be giving away some more JP accounts and summoning a bid on Geto. So that's coming out at the exact same time. So yes, Geto is the next unit coming out on Global. Okay, he's coming out the same time Yuta came out at 1 a.m. So, you know, that's exactly why this is now. It sucks that they're coming out at the same time, honestly, because I wanted to do stuff for both of them, probably two separate streams, but one together is not that bad either. So I'm going to advise you against like something. Obviously, I think most people logically know what. But yeah, no, just like the stream if you do plan on being there. Even if you don't, would support me. And then obviously turn on notifications if you do plan on being there. So let us talk about Geto and then also Gojo, right? Both of these units are coming. And I think even for people who are playing the global version exclusively, knowing what exactly the Red Gojo is going to be doing is important, considering that he is going to be, well, one of the next units that is a must summon, quote unquote, because he's an anniversary unit, right? So keep that in mind. So Geto, I think, has the same notice that Yuta does before we heavily get into it. And it's the one saying that X unit might come back in the future. And it says it right here. JJK 0 limited characters. They are limited, right? You cannot get them in SSR tickets, okay? You can't save your SSR tickets. You can't, okay? You're not going to get Yuta in it. Okay, you're not. May be introduced again in the future. May. So we don't know when. We don't know when. It's a maybe, right? I want to make that very clear that if you don't summon for them now, you might not get them for 6 up to a year, up to 18 months, okay? So what exactly does the boy Geto do? Now, all in all, I'd say you should skip him. Just right now, if you want to click off the video, that's it. Go ahead. Boom, boom, boom. Done. Now, he's blue, which I think is the biggest turnoff from everything because... Can I make it any clearer? Like, do I need to pull the tier list up now or what? Blue Gojo is also blue, right? So, that's a bit of a problem for this Geto off the rip. But... he has some interesting gimmicks. So at the start of each turn, he gets 20 cursed energy. So it's going to be extremely hard for him to run out of cursed energy, considering this, right? Just getting an extra 20 cursed energy each turn. Now, here he gets a decent crit rate boost, I'm going to guess. But it's not anything crazy still, because it's a pretty weak multiplier from the get-go. And this could only multiply by a max of 1.5. So it's okay. Nothing crazy, though. Now, the skill 2 is a single target to 70%. And you also could debuff. So if you have 40 or more cursed energy, you increase their Jujutsu damage, which actually is decent. But because it's single target, it's a bit meh. But if you're below 30, you decrease their Taijutsu, which is okay. I just much rather this. I wish it was AoE though, honestly. Now, this is an AoE, which I love AoEs, okay? Just AoEs that aren't on the ult. Even if it's at 30, he's basically going to self-sustain that. So I like it. Now, this damage boost, the higher the cursed energy is fine. I just think that, in general, it's not going to be a crazy strong AoE to begin with. 120% just... that's almost a 10th of Gojo's ultimate, and it's about 1/18th of Yuta's. Keep that in mind. It's 1/18th of Yuta's. Obviously, you get a damage boost. I'm not sure how big, but usually, even if it's like 2 times, like 240%, cool. Wow, so much damage, right? So this is a bit of a throwaway, but it's still nice to have an AoE. I'm not going to throw that away for sure. Now, the ult is decent, actually. 329, and then you get a damage boost on a 329. I mean, that's almost triple this. So this is not horrible, but I wish they put the amount that the damage increase is. But even if it's like 3 or 4 times when you have high cursed energy, then that's fine. I just know in general that it's not going to be crazy damage because it's Jujutsu. And his Jujutsu stat is okay, but it's definitely not comparable to Gojo. So, you know, considering everything, the fact that Geto doesn't buff himself, besides the damage increase, it's meh, right? It's meh. He's decent. Like, his damage is not going to be horrible, but it's not going to be on the better side. Now, what else he does is when he defeats an enemy, he gets 10 cursed energy, and then he could get more if he defeats more at once, but that won't really happen. You have to play in a very weird, gimmicky style to make it so that you could just get a bunch from this, because you would have to wait for him to be at the end, because this guy isn't necessarily one-tapping everyone, but he's going to do decent enough AoE damage. I'm not discounting that, but he's not going to nuke on the level of Yuta or Gojo, so take that out of your mind. So yeah, Geto is more of a collection unit if we're being real. His damage is going to be okay, but if we do look at the tier list, I agree pretty much wholeheartedly with where they ranked him. And I didn't even pull up the tier list. Okay, I can't even read anymore. So I wholeheartedly agree that as a where'd they rank him at? DPS? Was it DPS or my was it not S and am I oh my god, I did not see him. I was looking for someone blue, but he has obviously the yellow background. But yeah, he's an S ranking, which to me makes sense, where you could even argue for more value out of pretty much every other unit in S tier than him. But I digress. Especially this Inumaki, bro. His ult actually is insane. Like 1500 ult. Geto's is what, 300? His is 1500, but then not even just that. He gives AoE debuffs for 4 turns. Okay? So, like, tell me, make it make sense. And then he could also increase, pretty sure that's damage. I'd like to say that's damage increase, right? And then he's doing other good debuffs. So, like, obviously, I just want to kind of hone in on that. But, nah. If we're looking for specifically just a unit that's better, like, literally, debuffer better than him coming out in the future is Inumaki. But, of course, there is the collective aspect, the JJK 0 kind of charm to Geto. So, I understand that part for sure. But if you summon on him, don't complain, right? This is basically me telling you Geto, in terms of being a good unit, is not worth it, and also actively hurts your account because he's blue, right? I'd say right now, red is set because you have Yuta, blue is set because you have Gojo, so it's basically filling up green and yellow, because like I said in one of my previous videos that should be out by the time you're watching this, tower requires mono teams essentially, so you're going to want a DPS of every color, and Geto being blue just does not help you at all, right? So keep that in mind. Now, next up, like I said, so one last reminder, I will be summoning for Geto and Gojo, and we will be doing a lot of stuff that night. Probably going to be a 2-hour stream, so hope y'all are ready for that one. But yeah, Gojo is coming out to, well, JP very soon. And I think that for red units in the future, he's basically going to be the next one, unless you want to get Toji, of course. But bro, first of all, he goes up to 10 turns, where he's going to leave the battle only after then, which is way better. Okay, that's how you power creep a Gojo. Let them stay in for 3 more turns. But more than that, his ult makes it so that he increases it by 1. So in total, technically, he's going to be in battle for 11 turns. Way better than the 7. Not gonna lie, that's almost double. Keep that in mind, almost double. 50% increase. Love to see it. Now, his ult is crazy. He just stuns, puts him in Infinite Void, which we don't know what exactly it's doing right now. But my guess is they just can't take actions, even if they're stunned, like, just as an extra precaution. But he also can't take any actions due to it, right? And he also, sorry, not that. Wrong thing. He cannot charge his ult, but he can take action. So basically, the enemies just are, like, stuck. But you could do actions, but you can only do your skills, right? Keep that in mind. Now, this -1 ult count is actually pretty big, because when you look at something like Illusory Tower Floor 50, for example, look what Floor 50 does when you ult. Where is it? Is it this one, or am I tripping? Ultimate causes all player units to leave battle after certain turns. So you get to delay that. Okay, you just get to delay that. So keep that in mind. Now, increases all enemies damage received. This could be a really good amount. Like, bro, this guy could be a good DPS while doing good damage, while doing actual good support while doing damage, while also just having some utility stuns, right? So he's supporting / debuffing, doing DPS, and then also just being crazy with the stuns. So I really like it. Now, he has an AoE skill outside of his ult, which is even better. Jujutsu decreases all enemies damage, so basically he's helping the team further with this. But you can't use it during limiting own skill set. So you do limit your own skill set here. Where is it? But limit own skill set. Is it just to the skill 1? It might be. So yeah, you could only do it when you're not using your ult. So at the beginning of the battle, which is fine because you could use this and then AoE this, right? I'd say that's fine. Then here, Jujutsu increases own Jujutsu damage, so it'll be a good DPS while also supporting, which is huge. And then he leaves after 10 turns. So we're going to get him soon, and we'll see his full kit. We're going to check it out together, react to it live. But I'm very excited. Like, bro, they could do so much with his Recollection bit too. I think we all know that. It could be pretty fucking fire, man. But this ult is just crazy. Double AoE, we love to see it, especially with the AoE ult this insane. And yeah, we could expect him to have also the crazy, crazy stats that every single Gojo has. Well, mainly the actual adult Gojos, we could say. Because Hidden Inventory doesn't have what Hollow Purple and Blue Gojo has. So they have the same stats. But then Hidden Inventory has lower stats because obviously he's not at that stage yet. So yeah, that's basically it. I just want to kind of make an update video. Just say, don't summon for Geto, okay? Unless you really want him. But remember that you could hope to get him with the 10 free pulls, right? I should have mentioned it earlier, but I kind of just take it as a given that you guys know. But yeah, we're getting 10 free pulls for Geto's banner. So you're going to still use them, right? So good luck on getting that for sure. Now, the last thing to mention before we end off the video is his Recollection bit. So the Recollection bit, I'm going to pull it up here. This one? I'd say so. Pretty sure the other one is the free-to-play one, which is still crazy to me. Like, this is disrespectful. Like, this is an actual disrespectful... Hello? Huh. Is it here? Maybe. Okay. Alright, I don't know what's up that... Okay. Anyway, this is the free-to-play one, I think. This might be Geto's. I don't even know. They both look good. Hold on, which one is... Huh? Okay, wait, hold on. Memory, Rarity, SSR. Free to play. Which one's free to play? Like, deadass, which one's free to play? Huh? Are they both gachas? I'm so confused. I thought they're both gachas. How do you get both of them? I'm very, very confused with what I'm looking at now. It makes sense because they both are, like, really good. But this was one thing I thought one was free to play. I'm not going to lie. Now, we check here, and, yeah, okay, they're both on his banner. They're both on his banner. So I apologize for that. But basically, they're both really good. 39% Jujutsu, net HP, but, bro, 2-turn Jujutsu for 65% on ult is not bad. The problem is it's on ult. Now, this could also be very good. Ult skill, charge rate. So getting this one's not bad. But this one is going to be just anytime, 45% recovers cursed energy, and further Jujutsu damage here. So I'd say this one is also... pretty decent, okay? I don't know if you'd want to use them necessarily. Like, adult time just works better on a lot of people. But this one on Utah wouldn't be bad, I guess, because the ult charge rate could stack with the other ones and it could be good. But yeah, no, it's good. It's just like, this literally gives more damage and 200 ult skill gauge. So it's like, you know, it doesn't really make sense. Anyway, that's it for this video. Let me know what you're doing. Are you going to summon on Geto? Are you going to waste... I do apologize for being so slanderous to this boy, but are you going to be wasting your pulls on him? Let me know. And let me know if you're going to be joining the stream. Okay, let me know. I am pretty hyped because I'm very excited for Gojo. Like, this guy is insane. Animations were also very cool. So, yeah, that's it. Hope you guys have a great day. And, yeah, now Black Clover Mobile content's going to start back up a little bit, so do expect that a bit more from now on.